holding off behind cover, ready to dive. That Bastion Gatling gun is just too strong behind that shield.
See through the dragon's eyes.
The payload has reached the checkpoint.
They managed to take first point quite easily. No changes in team comp so far.
Yeah, basically no contest here, but a little high ground.
The dragon
Scuffed.
stirs within me.
A little high ground scuff going off here, but the Bastion taking out Mercy.
The storm.
Epic Panda goes down.
Transcendence gets popped.
See
Looks like Nova's a bit scattered here. Are we going to see a couple picks? Support goes down. Murdoch D-Mech. Sniper battle won by Melody.
My ultimate is charging.
Nope, Ollie's still up, but Melody got a couple very nice picks.
sniper.
No one can hide from my sight.
Looks like a bit of a fight on the high ground again. Just trying to keep each other
This is not the end.
away.
Both teams
Murdoch
take high
alone down
ground.
on the bottom. The shield comes up. We're going to get the Bastion back on the point. Leon ready to deal
Ooh,
damage.
great pull from Marissa.
A
Earth
big
Shatters come
shatter.
out. Ooh, great Hanzo Dragons.
Very good dragons combined with that shatter, taking out a couple key players.
Nova
In-
manages to defend great.
They did indeed. Looks like we got a bit of a dive comp coming up from Scuffed now with the Winston and the Tracer, who we didn't see before. Ultimate popped from Widow.
My ultimate
From
is
I don't
Ollie.
think it'll be. This might be a terrible idea if Winston manages to dive the Mercy as she has Valkyrie and might be able to just walk away. He might not know that he's walking towards. Actually, he goes for the Widow.
Yeah, looks like Diva tried to get in there too, but Widow is down.
Great
Francis
coordinate.
popped.
Great coordination. Reinhardt misses the charge.
See
This could be a big bomb. Doesn't get anyone, but does get a nice reset. Leon back in his mech. Another Diva bomb, missing, but just for that mech recall.
Nova
Basically
struggling to
like
take down a
getting a
couple
heal.
people.
Leon alone.
Trying to
Took
defend.
down Tracer and Mass Murdoch. Very solid fight, but that very interesting pulse bomb, but I think that is the zoning that they needed to get around this corner, which can be very difficult.
Nova scrambles to try and get their tanks out in front again. They do have positioning advantage.
Shields down, a bit of a hammer down. Both Valkyries used. Here comes the Dragons. Dragons don't get anyone, but it does split that team right in half. Making
Widow
Scuff.
gets the other Widow. They may have to retreat though.
I think that Widow pick was a little too late.
see through the dragon's eyes.
Looks like they're just trying to chase their straggling diva here. Winston looking for a back cap? He doesn't have his ultimate. He does have his ultimate. He doesn't pop it though.
You may see a defensive transcendence coming out in a second.
There's an offensive one.
Diva Bomb comes out. Takes out the Mercy. This is huge.
We got Winston jumping onto the point. Diva and Reinhardt left for Nova. Scuff looking
Widowmaker's
very
spamming
dominant.
shots.
What was that, Cookie?
Payload has reached
Oh,
the
just-
checkpoint.
Just stuff about the Widowmaker. Nothing.
Everything about Widowmaker is important. Tracer looking to
Tracer.
harass.
This is not your time.
Resurrection's about to happen, but then Tracer
Baiting,
chases off the
baiting
Mercy.
the res. Oh,
Great
what a
stagger.
bait. Amazing. This is going to give them a lot of ground. Winston diving in a bit on his own, but looks to hold back. Doesn't look like they're quite ready to dive in yet. Trying to break that shield. Panda waiting to look for a snipe, but goes down to Zenyatta. Panda's not looking for a snipe. He's looking for a flank.
No one can hide from my sight.
Oh, pretty big Earth Shatter.
Reinhardt somehow getting onto the high ground against Widow.
Roadhog takes
We
down
got
the
the-
healer.
We've got the Valk, and we've got Winston chasing after Melody.
Makes a pretty solid defense. Somehow gains back their momentum, which is very surprising to me.
Yeah, it looks like they've grouped up. They kind of split up the opponent. That Shatter played a really big role, I think.
Nova will most likely win the next fight. They have a little bit more ultimates to use. They just have the Hanzo Dragon Strike, so Nova will probably win the next one, and and they'll probably have a last deciding fight.
Looks like we may see it here. Valk is popped, Dragons are popped,
Transcendence actually comes out.
and we got Whole Hog. Whole Hog is done though. Winston jumping into a whole team. He's discorded, so he may just go down.
He actually
But
comes
that
out alive.
Valk takes him.
Melody takes out the other Widow.
60 seconds.
Yeah, it looks like Nova is going to have a fairly strong hold here around the bend
Great hook
with a
from
nice
Roadhog.
hook. Mercy alone.
The dragons.
They've got one more push, maybe two. 'Cause they'll have to initiate with that Diva Bomb, and they may
Hanzo-
find that Winston and Trans again.
Hanzo very close to ultimate along with Reinhardt, so we may see some Earth Shatter Dragon Strikes here.
That would always be fun.
No one can hide from my
So
sight.
no surprises here for Nova.
Scuffed drops
Here
the
come the
Widowmaker pick
dragons.
actually entirely for the Genji. Genji gets taken down by the Hanzo Dragons. This is not looking good.
Genji is rezzed. An explosion on
And
point.
wow,
Hits both tanks. And that will clean it up, folks. We've got Scuffed trying to make their trek to the last point, and a couple players right out in front.
Time to raise my EPN.
Reinhardt going down. Mercy alone. Whole Hog popped. Can they do it?
got a Transcendence.
Need healing.
This Transcendence might be able to make or break the game.
Double Transcendence. No team's dying right away. Everything's looking a bit scattered here, but they need to stay on point.
Genji
Blade
takes out Blade. This could be crucial. Takes out
Yep,
the Mercy.
Mercy goes down.
Takes out the Zenyatta. Takes out both healers.
They got a Mei down to the stall. Oh, they're being pushed off point. That was close.
Nerf this. Come on.
Can she get the remake? Stay on the point, and they're off.
Oh, C9'd. That is a classic Cloud9.
Back in the fight.
We still need.
Man, she just wanted to avoid being frozen by that Mei and got off the point. Not quite close enough. R.I.P. and pizza. Or should I say
think that the
Doritos?
Pirates- I think that the pirate ship start was probably the thing that won them the game. What do you think?
Well, they haven't won quite yet, have they?
Hmm.
But they did win that first point very quickly. And
Seems
that
like
cart,
Nova.
that placement where they have that cart is basically to the end. So they still have to round that final choke point
It seems
around
like
the U-turn.
Nova will also be playing a pirate ship style team composition, and everyone will have massive amounts of healing. They're gonna have to have a decisive burst in order to take them down because of the Moira pick and the Mercy pick. The self healing from the Roadhog and the Bastion will also prove to be very hard to shut them down.
I think those are some pretty solid picks then, yeah?
Mhm.
Double,
It's all gonna-
double main healer can be very, very deadly when you have something like Bastion.
Nova will have to rely very heavily on position and team coordination because right now they have the Widowmaker,
Attackers incoming.
the Roadhog, and the Hanzo to snipe them down for defense.
They do indeed. I think those. I think the Widow may not be the strongest.
Hmm.
Just doesn't really counter anything straight up on
It is time to act.
on Nova.
Maybe we'll switch to Junkrat.
Very well.
Junkrat seems like a pretty good pick.
See through the
That shield, he's putting out a lot of burst, like you said.
Allez, montre-toi.
One. Attackers incoming.
Both tanks drop down.
Stop the payload.
Looks like they're playing on
They
the low
managed-
ground instead of the high ground.
They manage to set up pirate ship. Bastion
Wow.
actually gets taken down. Wow,
Three-
Scuffed manages to make a great defense. This is not expected.
This is not going the same way that it did with Nova, that's for sure. I think
Now the
Nova
pirate
is
ship-
probably too passive.
Now the pirate ship comp is revealed, so they might have an easier time defending against this. Bastion sets up very offensively.
Doesn't get punished, but is forced out. Tries to get back on the cart. They are pinned in the corner while the
Mercy
cart
goes
moves
down.
forward.
Scuffed in a very bad position.
Very bad. Hanzo looking to retreat. The Junkrat came out just like you said.
My will made real.
Hanzo's still alive. He makes it back to his team. But it's just such a long walk back that who knows if they'll be able to contest.
On both teams' first point was taken relatively easily.
The payload has reached the checkpoint.
Yeah. Oh, a big
Yes,
hook
we get
there.
hooked.
Pro gets
Oh,
hooked.
Roadhog will most likely get picked off. Walks out alive somehow.
Very nice shield. Very nice shield. The whole hog from Leon on the other hog. Looking just to get that final kill. Maybe he's looking to switch off.
Scuff scrambles to get a footing. Zenyatta takes down the Bastion. Pops Transcendence to get out. Junkrat Riptire comes out. Will it get anyone? Gets the Orisa. Pirate
Very
Ship's probably
nice.
gonna fall. Bastion
Here
pops
comes
ultimate. Takes out the Mercy. Falls to the Hanzo. Supercharger comes out, mowing through everybody.
Looks like Leon's the only one left here. I think that early pop of
Over from the beginning.
the whole hog may have changed that fight significantly.
I do think that also the Junkrat pick has helped them out very, very well. It seems like they swap out the Bastion. Now they have a Genji.
Yeah, looks like they're trying to dive in. They've got their
Never mind.
Reinhardt instead of Orisa.
You are advised to move behind.
Marked by the dragon.
Junkrat looking to get some cheesy kills here on the Zenyatta and just force him away from his team. Raining terror down from above. Are they going to peel for him? I do not know.
The dragons come out. Gets nobody.
Much better.
Pushes them back a bit. Crow goes down.
Shot. Whole hog gets popped.
Breaks that
Throws
shield.
the barrier. Daggers them for a second. Buys them much needed time to reposition.
It looks like Nova is kind of being torn apart here. Just not like literally, but they're just being degrouped.
Zenyatta tries to get a pick.
Their tanks are quite out of position here for Scuff. Mercy is there to save them though. Will they recognize they need to back up?
Reinhardt barrier gets destroyed already.
Yeah, he gets sent flying here. That's the power of Junkrat. Valkyrie
Tyre
and
comes out.
Tyre. Nothing for Tyre.
Gets the
Does
Roadhog.
get Roadhog.
I think the ultimates were kind of unnecessary. What do you think? The supercharger
Yeah.
was kind of unnecessary.
They do still have trans though, and they almost have dragons. So
The
it's-
Reinhardt might have Shatter for next fight, but then they will have Transcendence. So we'll see if the Zenyatta manages to pop the Transcendence on time to save his team.
definitely. Looks like we have the counter pick here from Farah against that Junkrat.
Very, very smart pick. The Junkrat was definitely doing work against the enemy team. Zarya tries to get back into position. Actually falls. Mercy pops Valkyrie. Will she res the Zarya? No, she will not. A little bit of a premature transition. Transcendence.
Looks like we got the Mercy res. And the dragons from behind.
Earth
Hammer
Shatter.
down.
Yeah, the Earth Shatter hits people.
Oh, they're looking a bit scattered here. Quite a kind of a scrappy push from both teams, but Nova taking it all the way through, and I think you were right that Transcendence was too early.
I knew you could do it.
Probably going down to the barrel,
My ultimate
as
is almost
predicted.
ready.
Get back.
The payload
My
has
ultimate
reached
is ready.
the checkpoint.
Interesting. The Junkrat did its swap. I think he's just waiting it out for a Riptire. Most likely.
He probably is. And it may make a big deal because Riptire can be very, very
I am
powerful.
empowered.
Actually, one of their DPS has switched to McCree. Let's see if the McCree is able to deal with the Pharah efficiently.
Yeah.
Pulse Bomb managed to get Zenyatta. Will the Mercy Res come out? Tracer positions very aggressively.
There's the tire you talked
Riptide comes
about.
out. Sneaks up on the top. Will it take out their Zenyatta? Now both Zenyatas for the opposing teams are down.
Whole hog.
You have my thanks.
Very disappointing considering that Nova's Zenyatta had Transcendence.
Are they going to let that Roadhog get away? They do. A big charge coming in. But sweet
Fabulous
push-
negation. Fabulous negation from
Thanks.
Junkrat. Tracer tries to get some picks in the back. Gets nobody.
An interesting charge from Reinhardt. He's now out of position.
Hmm.
Pharah is in the air, raining down upon the enemy team.
Thank you.
But Scuff
Both teams
managing to
reset.
save Reinhardt and stabilize.
Understood.
But look at all the ults here on Nova.
Hmm. We might be able to see Graviton Barrage. Seems like Nova will pretty easily be able to win the next fight considering the amount of ultimates they have. Will Barrage come out? Barrage does come out. Manages to net a lot of kills. Martyrdom takes out the junk.
That trans was too late.
Hmm.
I think they're gonna make it, folks.
Give me your best shot.
Panda's taken out the last defense. Trying to get there. Oh, very close.
Maywall.
There's the shatter, but he gets taken out. Both Valkyrie.
No ults.
30 seconds remain.
Gotta stay on that point, guys.
Scuffed scrambles to try and make a good defense. Tracer going for the Mercy. Will he pick her up? Tracer does not pick up the Mercy.
Only a few left. Just May and Diva, the best stallers we've got. There's Reinhardt going down. Diva Bomb coming out. That wall may not have been the best. May's down.
May have not been the best.
And there's the cap, despite the pun. Well, that was a fun one.
Play of the game.
How are the scores
That-
going now?
Well, that means that
I believe it is 2-2, correct?
Triple kill.
yeah, because Nova just won.
Hmm.
Yeah, it should be 2-2. Going on to a map 5. 4? 5. Wow, well, these teams have been back and forth. What a great semifinal.
At least for the final point, we might see some team diversity since there might be some environmental kills. We may even see a Reaper.
Reaper is pretty good in these close quarters here on Lijiang Tower. Which there is no map choice here. Lijiang Tower is always the tiebreaker.
wait.
King of the Hill in China.
I hope we happen to see some Lucio picks. Those are always fun to see, especially with what he could do with speed boost for some fabulous plays. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, speed boost on King of the Hill is fairly powerful, gets you to the point very quick, lets you set up behind the cover. And then also you have Pharah, who Melody is popularizing her Pharah play here. And that, you got to be careful on the bridges. So let's see if we can get a nice, juicy,
Now arriving
boop.
at Lijiang
I
Tower.
believe is what they call it.
We see the Torbjorn meme pick again.
Just a bit of a temporary you know, romp on our Swedish friend here.
Nova takes out the Pharah pick. Scuffed. Actually, they both go Junkrat. Epic Panda and Melody is both going Junkrat.
Yeah, it looks like they're both making some decisions here.
They're like twins or something on each of their picks.
They really are.
The game might be decided on, at least the first cap might be decided on which Junkrat may get to high ground first and just shoot bombs at everyone below.
Looks like someone made a basket on the red team, or the red team. So we've got some real talent there.
Oh, there's the Lucio pick.
5,
Yeah, it looks like we may have the Lucio.
2, 1.
Nova definitely has more healing, so Scuffed probably will have to try to make a more decisive victory. Actually switches to Mercy in the last second. Now they have more healing, but the Moira and Mercy will definitely overpower them if the fight goes too long or if they don't pick him off.
Looks like the high ground here being taken from Nova, or from Scuffed.
I think maybe the high ground, getting to the high. Ooh, actually, Junkrat's spamming some great attacks.
Yeah, that Mercy is very, very, very hurt. She goes down in the middle of her res.
Both of the team positions are very, very strange right now at the moment.
Bit of a brawl going on, yes. But there we go. Scuffed. Moving on to the point with that Reinhardt
And
destruction.
Hanzo already has dragons.
Be upon you.
He must have gotten some very nice picks on that first point. Hanzo and Junkrat is a very mean damage dealing combo, I gotta tell you. Which is great against the double healer
By the dragon.
that they started off with.
Reinhardt may be able to get on Scuff's side Earth Shatter. He probably will get Earth Shatter for second fight.
Oh!
Takes down the Riptire.
That could have been very bad for Nova, but they have the wherewithal to not get messed up.
Lycanthrope trying to find some good positions to make a Earth Shatter. Gets split up from the rest of this team. They fall.
Looks like Nova is grouped up enough. They will be able to take the point back. 41% for Scuff,
Thanks.
with just 10% now for Nova.
Scuffed with more ultimate charge. They may be able to do the Earth Shatter Dragon Strike combo if they happen to land it.
Clearing the area.
There's the
Yeah,
Reaper.
I think that may be a pretty
no
good
Reaper.
plan.
Alright, they trade DPSs.
Hanzo is res. They're probably looking
both
for
res.
just what you said.
His shield broke. Earth Shatter goes down. Dragon
There's a
Strike goes down,
counter.
but without the Earth Shatter.
And there's a counter.
Against nobody.
Not very useful.
Scuffed is pushed back. And they managed to stop a push.
Scuffed has 3 men down now.
Move back.
That Mercy getting out barely with her life. Crow still harassing.
Try that again.
But Lycanthrope,
My
that was pretty
ultimate is
scary.
almost ready.
He almost charged right into the enemy team, but they backed off.
Scuffed has Graviton Surge, so I'm a little worried that they do not respect the Transcendence and the ultimate gets negated out completely from Nova. We'll see what happens.
Clearing the area.
Yeah.
I am empowered.
The enemy Reinhardt's out of position. This may be a win since now they can get a guarantee. No, they do not have Earth Shatter. Mercy goes
Mercy
down.
goes down. The res is off.
Reinhardt's out of position. Both of the transitions come out.
Here come a bunch of ults. It looks like Scuff has the player advantage, but stuck on the Zenyatta. Yeah.
A little
Just
bit of an
throw less
unnecessary
at the chest.
Graviton.
Yeah, I think they could have done it without it.
Definitely.
My ultimate is charging.
Alright, so in overtime again, Scuff takes it back. Looking to regroup with their Zenyatta.
This most likely will be a close fight. They probably will win the next fight because of ultimates, and after this, actually, Farah Barrage might be able to change the entire game.
Barrage has been very. Melodies has very high quality barrages in the past. So there's dragons for the zoning.
Roadhog goes down a little bit out of position.
Tracer looking to get on the point and get some of these squishies.
Let's try that again.
They are keeping them in the server room, that's for sure. And
We may see another fight as they try to regroup.
I
Both
think they're
teams
going
try to
to
reposition.
They're either going to try to rotate around. Looks like they're being fairly indecisive. Nova, that is. They are going to try to push main with Valkyrie. Ooh,
Huge Earth Shatter.
oh,
Heinen gets popped to zone, gets nobody, but everyone on Nova's dead, and Scuff takes first game.
yeah, that shatter hammer down, very game changing. And that Mercy got taken out, or not Mercy, but Farah got taken out almost immediately by the McCree, so she didn't have a chance to barrage at all. We were
Ooh,
looking at that.
We see the Lucio pick come up, and a little bit more diversity this round.
Yeah, a little more diversity. We have the Farah on the other side, Scuffed, and then we have
I'm a little bit
Lucio.
afraid for Scuffed Zenyatta because it seems like the Winston and the D.Va will try to dive their healers,
Yeah, a bit of
which
a
both
dive.
are fairly mobile, and they'll leave the Zenyatta exposed, so I think that he might be killed a little.
Still with you.
All right, so no environmental kills here from the concussion blasts, but Winston looking to go after that Farah. Beely
Now they're fighting on the point.
pushing her onto the ground.
Actually, a great Winston pick as you could target many people.
But on the point, looks like Scuffed. It's 2v5, 3v5, 1v5. Melody getting forced back to regroup, and Scuffed takes the middle point here on Lijiang Tower. And of course, this
Mercy.
is one of the
Mercy
power
very
rounds.
close. Very
Yeah,
close to Valkyrie.
Yeah, just on that first fight. And the
Big
opposing
Panda-
Mercy, not so much.
Epic Panda may be able to get ult a little in a bit. She might be able to target the Zenyatta as he is immobile.
Clearing the area. Oh, sorry, Reinhardt.
There's sweets going down. That's going to be very important to their push, allowing the Reinhardt or the Winston to dive in. They're just falling on this team. Mass Murdoch D-Mech, but it doesn't matter. Mercy down. Pulse bomb. Yeah, and Crow has to retreat to survival. The Mercy res comes out. Looks like I have lost my friend Cookie. But we have Reinhardt pushing up to the point. Gets knocked off by the Winston ult. And then we have Scuffed putting up quite a defense. Zarya kind of alone, out of position from that Winston ult. Crow looking to get picks. But D.Va just too strong. Forcing Crow to retreat and regroup up with the team. No one clips today.
You are your own worst enemy.
Looks like Scuffed is, or Nova's here moving on the left side. On the opposite side of Scuffed, trying to push the same direction through the house. That Winston is just such a big body, though. How are they going to push through there? Reinhardt was res. He's on the point. Here comes Graviton, but Trans is going to save him. Can this D.Va bomb kill anyone? It does get Mercy. But Scuffed remaining dominant on the point with the res. Only Crow to contest.
Enemies coming right
And Crow almost being taken out, being helped by Zenyatta. Nice shield. Does get two with that. Mercy in for the res, but does not survive. And there you have it, folks. Scuffed wins the series and the match with a very well executed dive comp with support in the air by Farah.
Play of the game.
This has been an exciting match. All right, this play of the game looking pretty good. That Discord orb doing a lot of work. But anyways, good game, guys. Join us next time